Mikal, the team had a 7-point lead at the half. What turned in the second half for the team?
I think we come out that third quarter aggressive enough. Had some turnovers to start and get them confidence and start that third.
For them to lose the first 2 games at home, what does this say about them to come back on the road and to win Game 3?
Yeah, they're a really good team. They're here for a reason. They did a great job. We got to be better. I got to be better for next game.
Mikal, for the first time in about 2 months now, you're, after a ball game, going to be thinking about the next game after a loss. How does this team respond in that regard?
We're good. We're fine. We'll be all right. Regroup tomorrow. Learn from our loss and be ready on Wednesday.
Only 18 assists tonight for the team. What were they doing to disrupt you on the offensive end?
I think offensively we just got to be a little better, just moving. I think we got a little stagnant. I think we just got to keep moving, spacing, and be better with that.
What do you think was the difference tonight that they were able to get this victory?
Yeah, I think they just play harder on us, more physical. We got to be better next game.
Mikal, you mentioned that third quarter to start this game. I mean, there was so much energy in the building. Do you feel like that kind of broke the momentum when you had to break for halftime there?
Say that
There was so much momentum and energy in this building to start. I mean, from the national anthem, it was crazy in there. Do you feel like at halftime they kind of you got a little deflated? You didn't get to carry that momentum through halftime?
No, just us personally. We just got to come out, execute better. That's really it. Just you got to come out and not turn the ball over and give them confidence like that.
Mikal, during this win streak, you've obviously been super confident, super aggressive. I guess tonight, why weren't you able to find the looks that maybe you have in the past couple weeks?
I think first start with me defensively. I think I did a bad job defensively. Obviously, I picked up 2 fouls in the first quarter, but me personally, I got to be better defensively. I think scored a good amount of times when I was in the beginning, and throughout the game. I think it just really, for me, starts with defense and then feeding off that.
How do you do a better job as a team defensively against Wemby?
Like we were doing just during the series, just helping each other out, show bodies, and just, guard them as a team.
There was a lot of stoppage of play in this game. Do you think that kind of disrupted the flow?
I think on us, I think we were fouling a lot. I think they shot a lot of free throws, about 30-some free throws. So us, we got to be better job fouling and make them make tougher shots.
Mikal, you mentioned the turnovers. There were 2 to start the game and then 2 coming right out of halftime. Just what do you attribute those to? You guys normally have low turnover.
Yeah, just us. I think I started it right off the jump. That's on me, just starting that trend. And but we got to be better. It's just us being just a little bit careless.
0-0 for us. Win the next game.
Offensively, you gave the team some real energy and some firepower. What about the rest of the club there in the fourth?
We made shots towards the end. We never want to be in that position. But we put ourselves in that early in the game with turnovers and stuff like that. But we'll continue to be us and try to get this next one.
Throughout this playoff run, you guys have been able to close games. Why weren't you able to do that, and they were today?
They just made plays, honestly. I got to go back and watch the film and really see what they did in terms of the end of the game. But, we still made shots. OG with a late shot. Jalen with a late shot to keep us in the game. We'll go back and, study the end of that game.
What do you think it says about this team to have lost the first 2 games at home and then show up and win Game 3?
I think for us, we just got to focus on the little things. They came out here, played physical, and got to win here. But for us, we just got to focus on the little things, the details. I think a big thing for us, like I said earlier, is our turnovers, and cut that down and win the game.
Coach, when it comes to those turnovers, was it something that they were doing tonight that forced you guys, or do you think it was just mistakes on your end?
I think it was just maybe just a little bit of antsiness, us trying to make plays faster. But I think as a team, that's just something we look at and we change.
Was the way that Victor was sort of zoning up, getting into the corners, something that was contributing to that antsiness?
No, I just think it was us, coming back home, playing this game, a lot of energy. We wanted to come out here and, punch them first and do that. Like I said, I think the turnovers were just a big part of where we messed up tonight.
How do you stop Wemby when he's going like that?
something we just got to watch on film, honestly. Continue to be physical with him, keeping him, off the rim in terms of a vertical threat. So, he did a good job rolling to the basket and, getting some easy looks. So, we definitely got to slow that down.
You've talked a lot during the streak the team has about being desperate and playing every game with desperation. Do you think that the Spurs played a more desperate game tonight?
Yeah, I mean, they came out, they made adjustments, they were more physical, they hit first, and give them credit. They played a hell of a game and kicked our ass tonight, and we've got to bounce back, and we plan to do that and get better starting tomorrow.
Was it something that they did to take you kind of out of your flow, or do you think it was some self-inflicted wounds that led to this loss?
They were really physical early, played really fast, got into the paint, far too much for our liking. They were really aggressive. Castle had 18 points when I looked up at some point in the first half, before halftime. So he had it going. Harper was getting in the paint. Fox, Wemby was catching lobs. A lot of the stuff that we've tried to pay attention to, we didn't do a great job of tonight, and they took advantage of, which credit to them for that. So that was probably their game plan: be physical and be aggressive and play fast, and they did a good job of that tonight.
Landry, you've obviously been on this incredible shooting streak over these past 8 games or so. Did anything feel different tonight, or was it just
great process? Got some great looks. Had a few that were down and out. Process over outcome. I'm more upset about some of the things defensively that I've been proud of myself on. I had a few possessions tonight where I didn't do my job like I needed to. So that's fixable. Sometimes the guys give you in and outs and the ball doesn't go in. So process over outcome.
The turnovers that you guys had, I think you guys had 2 to start the game, and then 2 coming right out of the second half. Just what do you attribute those to tonight?
We'll get better. We'll be better game 4.
Hey, Landry, Mike was talking about the free throw discrepancy, and he was talking about how second half, I guess they had 8 or 10 in total. And so, did you see it called unevenly?
No, I mean we made some uncharacteristic kind of stupid plays defensively tonight. We got to keep them off the foul line. The officials are going to do their thing. There's questionable calls every night. That's not something new. We can't sit here and make excuses and say, there was too much of a, whatever. Like, we got to look in the mirror and get better, and we'll do that. And everybody on this team, from head coach to, front office to whatever, is going to do that, and that's what we plan to do starting tomorrow.
Landry, a lot has been made of the dominance of you guys' playoff run, but a lot of the DNA of this group is how you guys respond to adversity, and I think that's been present all season. I know you'd obviously love to be up 3-0, but are you kind of eager to see what the Mad Knicks team looks like again?
0-0, 2-1, gave up 1. Feel good about knowing we can clean some things up. They obviously kicked our ass tonight, and that doesn't feel good. That stings. And 0-0. We'll see you guys in a couple of days.
All right. Last one, guys.
It was the first game since 1999 in the Garden, a finals game. So how was the atmosphere and all the people showing up and so many famous people being there?
Yeah, it was crazy. The city was crazy today. I think everybody in here agrees. You could feel it from Mars, I'm sure. New York was buzzing, which was crazy. So a lot of energy. Unfortunate we didn't get a win for home fans, but we'll respond. We'll get better and be better game 4.